specific, what kind of movements do you need to be able to do? Do you need to be able to jump higher to, get rebounds in basketball? Do you need to be, able to cut around corners quickly, or cut around a player very quickly to get to the ball quicker in soccer? What are those sport specific movements? Is it a golf swing? Are you trying to improve your golf game? There's a lot of biomechanics that go into play with that. You don't have to, you can see an expert to know what exactly, but just having a general idea of what things you need to do better movement wise to get better at your sport is where we start kind of making a plan for individual training. What kind of fitness do you need? We're going to talk about that in a second. Not all fitness is created equal for equal sports. What are the common injuries, or what are things that you would be at risk for having, in your sport, and how can we try to prevent some of those? And then again, what kind of strength, what kind of range of motion, what kind of flexibility? Not every sport needs a ton of flexibility. So, is our time better spent? Do we need to stretch all of certain muscles before we go to play? Or do we need to stretch the ones that are specific to our sport? Or do you need to stretch the ones that are specific to you because maybe you do have little tighter hamstrings than the next person? Whatever that is, just understanding what you need to be prepared for your sport and for your goals. And then again, that kind of goes along with what I just said, the athlete's individual factors. Something that we're going to kind of start with, we do our needs analysis and we kind of list out what we need, what we need to be at in our sport. And that's kind of the bottom of this, what we call the hierarchy of athletic development. I mentioned this in my webinar last week. I'm going to go into it again here. The bottom rung is kind of where is that athlete at and where do they need to get to? Then the next piece of this is we build the necessary fitness on top of that, the individualized fitness plan. Then we move up into strength, explosiveness. I'm going to go over each of these, reactivity and speed. And these are kind of each level builds on the one, the next one.